Hello, friends. We're back. We're doing this entire series during the crisis, although I'm getting sick of those words, guys. I don't like this down the rabbit hole feeling, but I'm with my good friend Scott and Eva Kerschbaummer, who own spas out in Pennsylvania. Hello, guys.
How you doing, Allan?
How are you?
I'm really glad your very young son, Christian, was there to help us fix the audio.
Yes, it's like that commercial where the grandkids just show up and say, "Here, fix this."
I know. Well, this is the second time today. I did one with Hope Science earlier, and he had to have his daughter come in and fix it. So
we can run businesses. We just can't do it technologically.
Yeah. All right. So we're all in rough times. You guys are spa owners and have been for 20-something years. I don't remember.
Yeah, we opened in 2002.
In 2002. Okay, so give me the 30-second version of what has happened to the spas over the last 2 weeks.
It's crazy because we saw this coming in terms of talking about China in January and then ramping up in February, and so people are talking about it. Kind of seeing that coming. We have so much cleaning stuff in terms of bleach and wipes, and we ordered extra gloves, so we have extra gloves. We ordered masks. The masks still haven't shown up yet. We ordered them at the beginning of February. The gloves did show up. So we were preparing to do stuff where we would be social distancing, where we would be Ava laughs. I even went and bought one of those temperatures, one of those that you can just shoot at somebody and that takes their temperature. So we would start taking employees and customers' temperatures to let them in the door and screening people like TSA to come in the door. Had all that prepared. And then that was on basically Friday the 13th is when it really started getting crazy, March 13th. We were open that weekend. We didn't do any of that, but we were still cleaning everything within an inch of its life. And then Monday, we ramped it down. Ava took care of her people and saw her people. And then the governor decided that he was just going to close the entire state down.
And what have you done with your team members?
Ava?
Lay them down. I can't have them work.
We can't hear Ava.
Oh, I have to lay them down, and I have a different perspective of what Scott was saying, because I was sort of like, okay, I don't see the whole, well, he has the microphone, I guess. So I completely seen it differently. When I was hearing this news, we're cleaning always. I'm obsessed. I'm a germaphobe. I always do the whole this instead of hugging. Namaste. I'm never was like, we're clean. Nobody could come when they're coughing or when they have a cold. They can come into work. So I was sort of like, it was like a surreal thing. And every morning we have a stand up. My staff, I would say, well, you taking your vitamins, you're eating healthy, you behaving like an adult, you showing up to work, we cleaning, we are maintaining. If clients ask you about this is the sanctuary. They're coming here to relaxing. So no talk about germs. So it was like sort of like
surreal.
And then it hit me. Like, this is real. I can't go on. They're shutting us down, and I have to send my staff home.
Okay, Ava, what is it in Pennsylvania? Is this called furlough or they go on unemployment? Tell me what staff is doing. They're not working for you and you're not paying them, correct?
Well, right now they are filed for unemployment. We haven't missed checks because they actually got paid on Monday, which was this happened, and then they're getting paid on this Monday coming up. And I'm planning to borrow money and paying them because I think it's the right thing to do. But at the same token, they all filed for unemployment. That's what we were told they should do. Actually, it's so unclear. Obviously, we didn't go to school, none of us, to do this. This is so. I don't know if it's anybody's. If they are smart and they practiced this before, where did you done this? I don't know. There's no right and wrong answer.
Guys, let me tell you, everyone is in the same boat.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're a Hilton or a Hyatt, you're Spa in Pennsylvania. This is all black swan territory. No one has been here. No one has a feel. So we are all working through this together, which is why we're doing these videos. So talk to me about the go forward. Let's just say it's a month, it's 2 months down the road, it's 3, whatever it is. What are you planning to do to get back open? What does that look like?
Well, for me, it was really just completely restructuring all protocols. What can I do better and make it more secure feeling for the clients and the employees? I mean, we're going to have to find a cure, and that's when they're all going to relax. But at the meantime, until then, we have to come up with something. And it is as simple as this, that I have a really small kitchen for my staff. Do I'm going to have to figure out how many meals I'm allowed to be in and at the same time to eat? Or how far is the manicure table supposed to be from each other? I mean, there's a really weird question that I have a really beautiful spot and I'm going to have to think about moving stuff around. That pretty basic. These are just the starting. And then I get obsessive and thinking every single stuff throughout the steps of the protocols of the services. And so when they said 2 weeks, I thought, okay, 2 weeks, what is 2 weeks gonna do? 2 weeks we're gonna find a cure, and now it's pretty uncertain. And somebody said to me, Eva, I'm gonna have you realize it's gonna be months.
So have you guys talked to your landlord, any people you owe money on a monthly basis? What do you do about them?
Well, we talked to the landlord yesterday. And we have a pretty good relationship with the landlord. Most of the people, we're in a larger building. We're on the first floor, the entire first floor. It's a 3-story building. 99% of the people that are the other tenants in the building and the people that live in the community think we own the building, because we're always working on the building. We do all the work on the building, because the guy that owns the building lives in New Jersey, so he's never there. And it's not a corporation. He doesn't have a management company or anything like that. So we have a good relationship. He appreciates that we're always taking care of things. We're kind of like the superintendent of the building. And we kind of look out for him. So I told him for this month, at least, that he wasn't getting his check until the 14th, which he's fine with. You know, we have the capability to pay that because it's already worked in there. Looking at what's coming through, although I spent the entire morning talking to about 6 different bankers at multiple banks, none of them, and that I was talking to them about the new SBA loans for the disaster relief that are covered under this stimulus package that was signed, that will basically give you grants as long as you continue to pay your rent, utilities, and payroll in order to keep your employees. None of the banks have any guidance that's come down yet, so they don't have any idea what exactly is required in terms of requirements, forms, documents, or anything else. And these are big banks, like, $500 million under management and stuff like that. So we'll see what comes from that and how fast it gets turned around. Hopefully we'll be able to navigate that pretty quickly. I don't know how quickly it's going to be, because as many unemployment people, you had 3 million people file for unemployment. They're going to be at least that many small businesses filing to get this small business money.
Right.
So it's going to be crazy.
Guys, just as an aside too, if you visit the Spa Industry Association website, there's a red bar, an update bar. If you click on it, it goes to an area we are loading. Anyone who sends us anything about helping, we're loading. There's some information from Wellness Capital on different sources and updated things, et cetera, et cetera. Well, so we're all engaged in trying to find out what those answers are. But even Scott, you're right. It seems like it's too early. Maybe they're passing the bill, but nobody knows what to do with it.
Well, right, because it's kind of like when they passed Obamacare. You have to wait till we vote on the bill to read what's in the bill. So nobody knows exactly what's in it before they're going to be able to figure out how to actually implement it. Yeah. So in the meantime, we still have bills to pay. Our biggest concern from reading what's in the bill is, we want to continue paying our employees to keep them on staff, but the way that the bill currently reads as it's being passed is they're going to have the capability to make more money on unemployment than they would getting paid from us. So Eva's very concerned that it's going to be difficult to retain people, even if we are willing to pay them to stay on when there's no work, if they can get more money by sitting on unemployment.
Well, you know that this is not a political issue. This is all.
Oh, right. Yeah. And it has nothing to do with politics. It just has to do with sheer money.
Yeah. This is all pragmatic realism.
Right.
So I think in the next days and week, things will become more clear, but I think you brought a lot of good information to our people around the country and around the world who are really in our industry and world because are worried because we can't do takeout curbside.
Exactly. And they do talk about it. They said, I would say like the restaurants, support the restaurants. Nobody is mentioning us. We are non-existing. Hairdressers, manicurists, facialists, estheticians, none of us exist, seems to be. Nobody's talking about us.
Yeah, we will continue to update on our site and the different things as we know. In fact, I'm doing a webinar with some guys on Sunday who are in our industry and putting a plan together to help, like if you're a spa, you can go there and they're going to know how to navigate this stuff. So let's see what happens. It's early in the process, but as always, I love you guys and I miss you. We'll do this over tequila next time. Okay?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, one quick thing. Tell people and update it. You probably have it, but there's a thing called Cabbage.com. You might have seen commercials for it. We've used them. It works fantastic. And they can have money in your account within like an hour, up to $100,000. They have reasonable repayment terms. It's KABBAGE.com. There's also PayPal. If you have a PayPal account, business account, they'll do a loan. They have amazing and very fair repayment terms. We've also used them in the past. So if you can get a PayPal business advance, works really well. And just from Pittsburgh, there are many small organizations like the Hebrew Society of Pittsburgh will do loans up to $10,000. There's also crowdfunding that's based out of Pittsburgh, but every city is different, where they're doing up to $50,000 with 6 months deferred interest and payments and stuff. So it's there are a lot of that's just in Pittsburgh, and I'm assuming that there are similar things in areas all over the country, because when push comes to shove, it's your neighbors that take care of you.
Great info. Thank you guys so much for being around.
Good luck, Allan. Stay safe.
You guys too. Thrive and survive, okay?
Try.